cost me a fucking fortune. Right, what we got? So the question is, who are you playing as? Are you wanting to be Chris or Sheva?
It doesn't matter to me. Who you prefer?
Right, well, let me set this up then. Let's go to new game. How do you want to run it? Do you want to do it Resident Evil style? Do you want to do it through tiers of difficulty? Or do you just want to jump straight into a specific... Because I don't think Veteran's going to be...
Huh.
Really good for both of us at the moment if it's fresh saves, especially when we get to the ogre.
Nah, we'll start what do you call it? We'll just start new game. We'll start what do you call it?
Just hit normal?
Do you want to do normal? We could do normal.
Yeah, just you remember where all your BSAA emblems are and whatnot? If not,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm the same. I remember where every single one of them are, so I'm pretty sure we'll hit them as we go then. So let's go invite only, attack reactions, create the game session.
Uh-huh. Yeah, actually...
What you want to do then is you want to start the game, because it doesn't let me invite you till after the opening intro.
Oh, okay, so okay. So I'll start the game and then...
Yep, and then I'll invite you once you take control of Chris, and I'll invite you, and I'm going to turn my shit down.
How excited are you to find, what is it, Resident Evil...
Village?
8. Yeah, Village.
I'm not.
No, not really?
No. I'm one of those rare people that did not like Resident Evil 4. And this Village looks very much like Resident Evil 4.
Really?
Now, it could be wrong, it could be because we've only seen snippets of gameplay, but at the moment it really does look like an up-to-date version of Resident Evil 4. The trailers, if it wasn't for Chris and, you know, the couple from Resident Evil 7 is Ethan and I forget the girl's name.
Oh yeah, I remember, I forget her name too.
If it wasn't for them being in it, it would literally be a carbon copy. You just take Chris out and replace him with Leon.
Oh, that's true.
You know? But I could be wrong. I did like Resident Evil 7
after the fall of the Umbrella Corporation for their bioweapons to
I liked playing Resident Evil 7 in the VR. That was pretty outstanding.
Resident Evil 7 in VR is flipping phenomenal.
Shifting the balance of power throughout the region.
Had a lot of fun with that. They're actually making an update for Minecraft for the PS4 where you can play Minecraft on the VR.
Panic spread.
Do you not find that absolutely bizarre that Microsoft will put VR out on PlayStation but won't give their own players
the anti-terrorism unit?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, you know, Mojang does their own thing. They just own Mojang. They don't.
Yeah, but they own them. So why have they not turned around Mojang and gone, why do you want to put, you know, give more value to PlayStation, give more value to Xbox?
I don't know. That kind of makes me nuts because there's a lot of like crazy things going on with like Xbox. Like every Xbox you buy is still a win for PlayStation because it has Blu-ray in it.
Blu-ray drive, yeah. Sony earns money. They get. It's something stupid. It's like £2.50 or something on every Xbox sold, but it's still a gain and earn. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of wild. Like I remember there was an E3 like years ago. And I'm going way back when Minecraft was still in its infancy. And there was a whole thing where they showed a demo where Microsoft was playing Minecraft. And it was like they had a VR headset where it was projected everywhere, like your tabletop, your floor.
It was their version of augmented reality. It was like Google Glass, but Microsoft's version.
Yes. Yeah, so I don't know what happened to that.
I'll find out.
I don't either. Like they showed it off. Like you could see your calendars come down on the fridge, and You could pull up menus and things like that, play Minecraft on your coffee table.
Let's go.
And then it just disappeared.
Yeah, it looked
Phil Spencer
great.
came out and promised. Phil Spencer promised the Xbox fans that they would get VR, high fidelity VR, and then 3 years later he comes out and he goes, "We just don't think the technology is there yet."
Yeah.
Like
Meanwhile, over at Sony.
Ago. Right. So R1 to invite. Let's get you in here. Let me know once you take control of Chris.
All right, we're almost there. Okay, I got him.
This is Kirk.
And then there's your invite.
Chris here.
Wait a minute. Why can't I... Oh, here it is. There we go. There we go. Okay, so it should be joining now. Yeah, I don't understand how they did not think that was a good idea. I think that was like really dumb of them.
Yeah. Right, so this should be you coming in now.
Yeah. I got nothing I could buy.
I don't need to take the gun because we're at the beginning of the game. We'll get a gun straight away. So I'll just leave that gun in the inventory. So it should just be a case of ready up and just start it.
Okay, here we go.
Let's ready up.
Yeah, it's kind of like crazy. Like I really do think that they should have like done something further with that. I think that they were onto something. That would have been an amazing thing. I think they would have dominated. That would have been that would have been the VR to have.
Oh, it would have been.
Chris, can you read me?
Chris here. Coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes, we read you.
I remember the controls here because it's been a
Black
while.
Market Web is still going down against you. That's where Irving will be.
Right, so you gotta hold that thumbstick down.
Now the team has already infiltrated the area,
Hold X
and you will be
instead of
going in as
thumbstick.
backup.
Yep, that's what I was making the same mistake. I was like, huh, what am I doing?
Right, R1 keeps the map up. It's been a while since I've played through Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Myself and my old buddy, we still talk to this day. He plays PC now, but we first met playing Resident Evil 5 back on 360, and we've spoken ever since. And when a new Resident Evil game comes out, like when Resident Evil 2 or 3 comes out, even though he's on a different platform, we end up just sitting on Skype.
Oh yeah,
We just sit and blather all night while we play through them.
I've made a couple of friends like doing that and stuff like that. I've made a couple of friends playing Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 14. That was the other one.
What did you think of Final Fantasy 16? What did you think of that reveal trailer the other day?
You know what? As long as it's not the boy band deal that they had going on there, because that was kind of wacky.
See, I think it's worse than that, because they all started talking and they all had British accents. I was just like, hell no. But, it does look good though. It looks next gen. The combat looks very good.
Yeah, I still haven't completed 15. That's like crazy.
Yeah.
See, I'll be honest with you. I haven't gone past Final Fantasy X-2.
Really?
I have not. The new Final Fantasies do not do it for me, with the exception of 7 Remake, because it's just so good. But
what was your favorite Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy VIII with Squall.
Really?
I fucking loved that game. Yeah, in my language, but I fucking loved that game. That was such a good game, man.
Come on!
Flying about in a school, and like you take your school out the ground and you'd fly it across the map, and you're like, such a good game. I enjoyed it more than 7, but I appreciate 7. And the remake for 7 is just bloody phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good too. The thing is, it's going to be episodic, so a lot of people are kind of upset. They were expecting the next episode this year, or like very soon. But I mean, COVID happened.
I don't know. I do not know why they were expecting it this year. You look at the scale of what the remake for Final Fantasy VII was, and that was a big ass scale. There's no way they were going to have Part 2 out this year. None whatsoever. They didn't even start making Part 2 until about 6 months after Part 1 released. And now you've got Unreal Engine 5 on the horizon.
Yep.
You know, and they are using Unreal Engine to make these remakes of Final Fantasy VII. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they delay the hell out of that to go straight to Unreal Engine 5.
You know what? I could see that. See, if they're gonna do a delay like that, then I'm okay with it. If you're gonna delay the game just to delay the game, like that's just stupidity.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my hand.
Man, I gotta get used to the controls. I haven't played this game in a long time.
Oh, I'm straight back in. I'm straight back in. I'm good. I'm running forward. Yep, I'm good.
I'm not in Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now.
Resident Evil is, my domain, son.
Oh, I used to love it. I loved it like ever since the first one came out. When the first one came out, I got it immediately. I remember walking through the mall, and immediately I see this thing on the screen, and it's for the original Resident Evil, and it's got like the cinematics and everything, and it's like, oh my god, like this is so awesome, like like it was like mind-boggling. And then like you go into like other things and whatnot. I remember like it's somebody creeping up behind Chris, and then he turns around and he's like, ah, and then it's Resident Evil. I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome.
Yep. See, that's why when Resident Evil 2 Remake came out, I got the special edition. See, that came with the original soundtrack. See, to get that Resident Evil 2. Because the remake soundtrack does not have that. It's like a cracking of glass in that set. It's like...
Yeah.
The original soundtrack is like, you have to have the gruesome voice say Resident Evil at the beginning of the Resident Evil game.
Exactly.
But they did not have... Did they have that with 7? Because I don't believe they did.
No, they didn't have that in 7. I don't think they did. 7, it seemed like 7 was going to be its own kind of IP almost. That's kind of what I feel about 7.
7 was like a mix of Resident Evil, Saw, and then like Fear.
Yeah.
Because that little girl, Evelyn, was very much that little girl from Fear that followed you around the...
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And that's what Resident Evil 7 reminded me of. It was Resident Evil, it was Fear, and it was Saw. Because when you got to the strange ass brother, Lucas, I believe his name was, his stuff with the TVs was all Saw inspired. It had to be.
I could see that. I could totally see that.
Yeah. Resident Evil 7, VR, like, if you have a chance to play it in VR, what a game.
Oh yeah, I have the VR. That's one of my favorite things to do is play the VR. That's why I can't wait. I've got Skyrim in VR.
Backtrack, mate. You ain't fighting them with this weapons. There's a harder one. We come back to them when we've got an unlimited weapons, and we'll get a nice big diamond jewel if we beat them all, but we ain't doing it with handguns.
Come in, Kirk. The locals were hostile and we had to use force. We don't have
I had
plans for this
I remember that. I remember the original Resident Evil. I remember I was excited for VR, honestly. I really loved the whole idea of the VR.
Come on.
I still use it. I got a couple of games this morning. What ones? Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Come on.
was on sale here for £7.
Come on!
God, what other ones did I get? Rush VR. It's like a skydiving game. But with wingsuits, and I got one more for the life of me. I can't remember, so it shows how important it was. Yeah, I can't actually remember, but I did get a third game. Because that's how I know my internet crashed, because I got halfway through downloading the third one, then it was like, yeah, you ain't even connected to PlayStation Network, buddy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I have a version of Minecraft that's called Discovery. It's basically Minecraft.
Right, so you've got 10 rounds, so let's give you that. Combine that with that, give you that, and we're good to go.
Yeah, I got this. It's called Discovery. I also have there's like a Spider-Man game, Far From Home, where like you feel like you're swinging. I've got Resident Evil 7, which was pretty wild. I've got.
So how do you feel, very quickly, with the PlayStation 5 announcements the other day? How do you feel about next gen with PS5 now that Miles Morales, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I believe it's the new Sackboy game are also on PS4?
Well, Miles Morales isn't on PS4. That's like
it is on PS4.
Is it?
They confirmed it. They confirmed it. It's on PS4.
Well,
Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is on PS4. The Sackboy game is on PS4. It turns out the only one not is Ratchet & Clank, because that's the only one that actually utilizes the hard drive.
in all honesty, like you kind of got to expect that. You have to expect that they're going to put some of those games on the PS4 or the Xbox One.
I think we're in a unique situation this generation where it's going to be a lot longer for people to actually have the money to buy these consoles with what's going on in the world right now. When you've got 120 million PS4s in the wild, and then you've only got, I don't know, say 25 to, 50 million? I believe is, how many PS5s are out in the wild for launch? Is it 50,000 or 500,000 or around about those numbers?
I don't even remember. All I remember is that I know a lot of people have pre-ordered and they've got their pre-orders canceled.
Yeah, I didn't even bother pre-ordering, to be honest. I saw every website crash and I just thought, yep, I'll wait till release. You know, you've just told me I can get Miles Morales and Horizon 2 on my PS4. Yep, I'm good if I don't get a PS5 day one now.
Yeah, if they've got it, well, that's why they do that. That's why they actually, you know, do that kind of thing. They make it so that you have to get, you know, like or, you know, like you don't have to get the console if you don't have it. If you're not able to get it, you know, like it's still available to you on the old gen, you know, which is fine.
But here's the thing, with the PS5 digital edition coming in at £359. And the Xbox Series S coming at £249. The Series S is irrelevant. There's no point in buying it. Why would you not just spend the extra?
Well, the diehard Xbox fans will buy it. I have a friend. He's a diehard Xbox fan, and he's.
But does he understand that Sony is giving you next gen digitally £100 cheaper than Xbox? The only difference with the PS5 is disk drive. When it comes to the Xbox itself, it's a big difference. It's not just disk drive; it's the specs itself.
Oh well, that's kind of weird. Like over here, the Xbox is $100 less than the PS5.
Well, your Xbox Series X and the PS5 disc space should both be $500. The digital edition PS5 should only be $400, and the Xbox Series S should be $300.
No, the way that it is over here, the Xbox Series S if you have the digital version, it's gonna cost you like I think it's like $300, $299.
$300. But the problem is,
oh damn!
Oh, this is what we do. This is what happens when you do fucking normal. We've got no weapons on Resident Evil. No, you're dead. So it's actually
yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Xbox is the cheaper system on both, on the digital and...
Yeah, but you need to remember, and this is why I say, but Xbox might have the cheapest system at $300, but it's also a quarter of what the PS5 is for digital. When you buy the Xbox digital, you are getting a quarter of the power that the X has. When you buy a PS5 digital, you're getting the same console, just minus a disc drive. This is where next gen comes in. Microsoft's giving you a quarter leg up. They're like, come and enjoy 1440p 2K gaming. Come and enjoy that with ray tracing. We'll upscale you. So basically, where a PS4 Pro with ray tracing is basically what the S is. We'll give you that at $250 or $300. For us, it's £250. In America, $300. Then you have Sony, who comes out and goes, here's the PS5 digital edition. The only difference is it doesn't have a disc drive. Have it for £359. So for £100 more, I get access to the full benefits of next generation. But if I want full benefits of next generation on Xbox, I have to spend $500 or £450. So
that's true.
Sony is the cheapest for full next gen, whether you like it or not. Microsoft's giving you a half shot. Not even a half shot, a quarter shot.
That's, yeah, I could see your point. That actually makes a lot of sense.
You know, so for £350 I can go next gen. For £250 with Microsoft I can go a quarter gen. You know, that's how it is. That's how it works. There is no difference to PS5. It's a disc drive difference. That's it. With Xbox, it's not just a disc drive difference. It's a spec difference, and a big one. The Xbox Series S is essentially a Game Pass machine. There's a reason why they're selling it so cheaply. It's digital. It's the same reason Sony is selling their digital console so cheaply. They make more money when you buy through PlayStation Store.
Right.
Give me 2 minutes. That's a knock on my door. I'll be back in a second, bud.
Yep.
Come in. The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now.
Roger that. Just sit tight. I'm on my way.
Hear that, Sheva? Help's on the way.
Got it. Just hope he gets here quick.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Well, the big guy's coming.
Yep, let's me jump out this window. Position. Oh, he's there. Do you want to take the SMG this round, or do you want me to take it? Or
you take it. I really can't remember all the details of the game.
Has it been a while, is it?
Yep, it's been a complete... Ah, crap. It's been forever since I played this game.
I was right at you. I was right at you.
Yeah, the only thing, the one thing that I think that is going to be really, really crazy about the Xbox, I think they're going to lose a lot of sales where people are not going to like understand what's really going on. Like people are not going to know that you know, like they're gonna go for like the next gen. They're gonna say, yeah, could I have you know, like an Xbox One Series X? They have to say, or Series S. How many people are like really gonna know what you're talking about? You know?
Well,
or like
that's it. It's like you walk in and you go, so I want the new Xbox, and they go, well, what do you mean by the new Xbox? In GameStop and Game want to get rid of stock, and they go, well, the S, and they go, oh, you want the Xbox One S?
That's true.
I'll get you that right now. That parent or that grandparent is going to go home none the wiser. And here's the issue. GameStop don't give a fuck about your feelings.
No, they don't.
Give a fuck about your feelings.
They really don't.
They have a bunch of Xbox One S stock they want to get fucking rid of, and they will get rid of it. And if that means lying to their consumer base when their business is essentially closing down right now.
Yep. And that's what they're going to want to do. They're going to want to say, oh, hey, listen, you know, you didn't know what you wanted. You said the wrong thing. Yeah. We try to clarify, you didn't clarify. Don't make it a thing where it's something to do with the consumer.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what Game will do. They'll go, oh, this consumer error. They asked for the S. We gave them the S. And like, why couldn't Xbox just not go, here's Xbox. Here's Xbox 360. Here's Xbox fucking 3. Here's the Xbox 4. I mean, why could they not come up with something that was actually consumer friendly, where people would know the goddamn difference?
You hear that, Sheva? Help's on the way.
I don't know.
There's too many S's and X's.
Exactly. Way too many things. I think that's where like some people get confused, and some people are like, "Oh no, that's not going to happen." And I'm like, "Well, I kind of feel like it is."
Yeah. Shoot the show. Run.
Running my ass off. Yeah, I think that a lot of people are gonna like really confused over stuff like that. They're not gonna know exactly what's going on. They're gonna think it's something it's not. They're gonna think it's something else completely.
Well, the problem is what do you do with Xbox? Because we're at a point now, something doesn't make sense. Like, they don't know what their own market is. They don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to console generations. Like, I understand what Game Pass is. I get it. It's the digital option. We're going there. Sony announced the same thing, like their response to Game Pass, you know? A new benefit to PlayStation Plus. As soon as you get that subscription on PS5, you get a bunch of PS4, the best of the best, you know, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, take your pick, Resident Evil. It is what it is. Sony's going to compete, but Sony at least understands that gamers want to own their games.
Yeah, that's kind of the crazy part is, you know, like the hard copies. Like, that's what I do. I like hard copies. I like to have the game. I like to, you know, like own it. I like to be able to sell it if I'm done with it. You know, things like that.
See, I'm very different. For me, I went digital, and I went digital halfway through Xbox 360, but that was easiest for me because I have kids. Trying to keep a disc 100% working when it's going between 3 different consoles is not easy.
Right.
You know, so going digital for me was the easiest option. That way, my games are secured. I don't need to worry about them.
Well, I mean, in that case, I could see that. I could see that being, you know, like the way to go.
Get your hand off me, boy.
I could totally see that being the way to go, but like, you know, like in my case, like, you know, like I like collecting, you know, like the hard copies. That's just my thing. I find that fun. I find it fun, like, owning that kind of stuff. Oh, what the hell? Where are you? Oh, crap, there you are. Hang on.
Run. Oh, straight back into dying. Oh my god. Right, run.
Ow. That dude totally Hassan chopped me.
It's the one thing that's annoying about this game. It's so slow for turning around and everything else. Wow.
How you holding up?
We're not holding up, dude.
No, we're really not.
It's like, how are you holding up?
Like...
Nope, miss me with that BS. Break free.
Oh, look at him just come up behind me like a boss.
Oh, I got a trophy. Stop, drop, and roll. Shows how much I've played this game.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
There we go.
I'm gonna take out the door. Find some cover.
Yeah, you do that. You take out the door, buddy. What's up, Midwest? It's Resident Evil 5 we're playing. Sorry, we were like deep into conversation and stuff.
We're doing terrible.
If you're on a PS4, we actually have the party settings open if you want to jump in and just BS with us. That was like one of the big things. Like I just thought that would be like a lot of fun just to do something like that.
It's a great idea, man. Like, there's always having your opinion, but having other people's opinion is always a good thing. And this is where I hate the big streamers. You know, like, you see the big ones on like Twitch and YouTube, where they all stick to their little gang of friends who all stream at the same time and do the same games and they play together. It's, you all have the same opinion because you're getting paid.
Yeah.
You know, where's the person coming out here and criticizing your ass?
Exactly.
You know, it's, yeah, it is what it is.
That's like the major thing. It's like, hold on, here, you take these because you got that gun.
Upgrade this.
I think that like a lot of people, like that's like one of the big things is like, you know, they really don't care about, you know, being critical, you know, they want to jump in there and talk whatever.
Yeah.
Deadly Gamer 1080p. This game takes me back. It really is a good game.
And let's be honest, it was the only Resident Evil game that Sheva ever showed up in. And my damn, that lassie in her little Red Riding Hood costume. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I remember those outfits. That was like really fun too. Is like all the outfits that they had and everything for like the characters and whatnot.
Yeah, I believe I would have to look, but I'm pretty sure they had about 4 each.
Yeah.
Because for Sheva, you had Little Red Riding Hood, you had Business, you had the tribal looking one. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure she had another one. Because the tribal one was the bow and arrow with the unlimited ammo.
Yeah, yeah. That I remember. It was always a lot of fun, like all that stuff. And by the way, guys, I'm going to keep saying it throughout the broadcast. If you guys have a PS4, we have an open mic. So if you want to jump in and just talk with us and BS with us and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to.
Definitely, definitely. Because if we can work that, that's fantastic. Because I believe a podcast needs at least 3 to 5 people to make it exciting. Because you have to have those different opinions. You have to have different people to bounce off of.
Yeah, yeah, I believe so.
You need the person who is a fanboy. You need the person who disagrees. The person who can bounce off both of them. The person who can be, you know, the reason in all of it.
Well, that's why, like, originally, like, when I was going to do a podcast, like, I was going to work it out with this one guy, and you know, like, he had such great ideas. He had the third person and everything, and the third person never materialized. Like, we never all, you know, like, got together and stuff like that. So I would have been doing this, like, way long time ago. It would have been, like, something crazy. It would have been, like, it was going to be all Assassin's Creed, though, back then. But, you know, like, they wanted to do something like that. It would have been kind of wild. Oh, this is funny. I remember this. So I'm doing this thing and you're doing that thing.
Take it. On you go. Yes, take the bottle of Dr. Pepper. On you go. Leave your dad to die of having no liquids.
I forgot, how do I get in through here?
You should just be able to crawl through the window, innit? Or there should be a door at the end of the walkway. You should be climbing through something.
It's a very short walkway.
Oh, no,
do I have to jump across?
You're not. No. You're not going in there. Come back down. Just going up. Going up there is just to show you there's a key there. You go
okay.
You go in further down the left hand side.
That's how long it's been since I played this game.
Come on!
Stop playing. Come on! I just want to turn around and keep hitting the wrong buttons.
And I'm doing this freaking what do you call it style? Like I'm so used to Doom. I'm not used to like third person shooter. I'm used to first person.
Alpha team, come in! Alpha team!
Oh, that lady got grabbed up. That dude was running up on you. Nah, you know what? In fact, some of the things that I do Midwest, I like to not just respond to people. I like to actually make videos based on like stuff that you guys need. Like every once in a while, like you guys will need something, and you know, like I'll make a video in response to it. I'll make a video, you know, based on like what that one person says.
You have one new player turn in and tell you, "Yo, dude, you make Creed videos. You do builds. I'm struggling with this. Could you cover me?" Then there's got to be more than one person out there asking that same damn question.
Yeah, believe it or not, there are a bunch. There are a bunch. So like, I actually recently got asked about Assassin's Creed Origins, which I mean, obviously that's old. But the dude is having a problem with like the horses in the hippodrome, and he's like, hey, you know, like, do you know how to do this? And you know, like I've been working out a strategy. I did a video previously on it, but I'm doing like a fresher strategy. You know, kind of like to help out and stuff like that, and I'll see what, you know, like I end up getting, you know?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, the hippodrome caused me problems for a while. You solved one of those problems for me.
Yeah. You know, yeah, I remember that video.
You were like that. People are having so many problems with the hippodrome. This is what you do, and I'm like, thank God somebody heard me.
Uh-huh. No, that's my thing. That's what I like doing. I like making sure that, you know, like you know, like, and I always say it to people, you know, like, there's no real dumb question. Like, you know, I guarantee you that if you have that question, like 15 other people have the same question. 1,000 other people have the same question. And usually that's how it is. So, like, I'll put out that video and then, you know, like 15 comments will be like, oh my God, you know, thank you so much. I was struggling with this, you know, like I was having this problem and everything. And, you know, like, it actually works out.
Help me out here. Thanks for the help.
A lot of people, believe it or not, have, like, a lot of problems with, like, various games and scenarios and areas and stuff like that.
Well, this is the thing. Not everybody buys a game day one, though.
Exactly.
You know, not everybody buys a game day one. Like, I bought Odyssey day one. I regret it. Like, I don't make no qualms for that. I do regret it. Will I buy Valhalla day one? I'll be honest with you. Probably not. I'll wait till I've got my PS5, I think, before I buy it. But will that stop me from watching your videos? Because you don't do spoilers, you just do builds.
Yep.
You know, so there's nothing taking away from me watching your videos right off the bat. Because there ain't spoilers in your videos. It's just builds.
No,
so
I actually had one video where I actually made a mistake and I showed like who the leader of the cult was from Odyssey.
Oh, dude, really?
Yeah, that was an accident.
Was it Aspasia?
Yeah, it was just an accident. Like I was flipping through the screens and all of a sudden it's like boom, there you go. You see the final boss or the final leader, and everybody was like, "Oh, you know, you should have given us a spoiler warning." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry."
And the problem is, those spoilers can be different for everybody. What a spoiler is to you can be something completely different to somebody else. And that's the world we live in. This is why you get some people complain that trailers are too spoilery.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I took the SMG. You can take the shotgun, bud.
I think one of the big problems too is that people purposely go and look for spoilers. That's like a massive problem.
Yeah, shotgun should be up against the wall.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
I got the shells as well. They were in there.
Right, let me just quickly reload this. You've got the shotgun, so I'll give them. If you give me the blue rounds you've got in your middle selection, that gives me SMG rounds.
There you go.
You've got 10 and 10, so I want to combine that with that, and I will give you that, because I have that.
We good?
Yep. It's been a while since I love this game. I love inventory management games, mate.
Hey, what's wrong?
That's what makes Resident Evil really cool for me, because I'm constantly looking at my inventory. What don't I need? What do I need? I mean, like, I beat Resident Evil 3 in 56 minutes is my fastest time.
I forgot what mine was. It was about that. It was about an hour.
I would need to look. But Resident Evil 2, I don't think I've beaten in under an hour and 40 minutes.
No?
Yeah, I can't seem to get that down. My time never seems to improve with that one.
Yep, there she goes out the door.
Lie down, woman. Bloody hell. You were there. That's what you get for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Where you come from?
Where's he going? I'll tell you that. Oh shit. Pick up your stuff.
Get your ass on the ground. I can't remember the controls, but I can remember the buttons, so thank you. You know what I mean? Right, so you are sitting on 50.
Yeah, I remember playing, I remember when Origins, the Resident Evil, the Origins thing came out, the Resident Evil 0. Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
You know, I'll be honest, I've never finished 0.
Really?
I didn't like it. Didn't like it. See this dual co-op control two characters and like transfer shit between an elevator?
Right.
I never got into it. But I absolutely loved the Resident Evil 1 remake. So go figure.
Oh yeah, the remake was awesome. Originally, that was on the Nintendo GameCube. I remember buying it for the Nintendo GameCube, and I was confused.
That was the first time I played it. I played Resident Evil Remake and was it Star Wars Rogue Squadron? I think was the other game I bought. I only ever owned 2 games for the Nintendo GameCube.
Really?
I got rid of. I played them. I believe I only bought it for the Resident Evil 1 remake. I played that. I played the Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and I believe I pretty much traded with it at that point. You've got shotguns.
Come on!
I remember when I got the GameCube, I had so many games. I got they even made the what was it? The Metal Gear Solid remake.
Yeah, I remember that on 360. The only downside to it is Sony still owns the rights to Metal Gear Solid 1, so it has never been remade or upgraded. You got Sons of Liberty, Snake Eater, but we've never had a Metal Gear Solid.
The original
remake.
one.
Yeah, never. And the rumor is, Bluepoint Games is making it in the background while they're doing Demon's Souls.
Really?
But then there's also a rumor that Sony has acquired Bluepoint Games, and I'm not one for rumors and such like, but if Sony has acquired Bluepoint Games, that's a big bloody acquisition.
Oh wait, Midwest Swag. He just said that his game was Perfect Dark for the N64. I remember that game. That was a great game.
Perfect Dark was good. Let me tell you though, I never liked the Xbox 360 port of that game.
Oh yeah, well that was supposed to be a sequel.
Was it? I thought they did an original port.
No, that was a sequel. It was Perfect Dark something. It had like a totally different name. But speaking of the N64, there is a group called Limited Run Games, and they basically, like make.
Come on!
I don't want to say like hacks of games or anything like that, but they do make kind of like remakes of certain games and everything. So they're making a hard copy of the Doom 64 for the PS4, the Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. And I know that you could get it digitally right now for like $5 or something. Or if you got the season pass for Doom Eternal, it's free. But this, they have, like you can get the hard copy for like about $24 US. And if you go and get the special edition, which is kind of like double the price, it actually comes in a box that looks like the original N64 box. It's the original artwork and everything. And then it has like a metal, non-working N64 cartridge. It's made of metal and it's like the Doom cartridge itself. With like the label like, like kind of like puffed out, like it looks wild. And then it also has, obviously the game, the case, and then a reversible poster and the original manual. It looks exactly like the original manual. It's so sick looking.
What I'll need to do is I'll need to send you a link. There's a independent little company over here that sells like gaming stuff. The free coins, the Lion, the Maiden, and the Unicorn coins for Resident Evil 2, you can now buy them in the UK limited edition. They only made a set number of them. You can now buy them in the UK.
No way. That is sick. So
you can get a full-size Unicorn coin, Maiden coin, and Lion coin if you want it. And believe it or not, they're quite cheap. I believe they made about 5,000 each of them, and they are only selling, I believe, for about $17.99 each.
Yeah, Ethan, this game is gory.
But because they're so limited, those things are going to be expensive.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
You know, I've been very tempted, but I'm looking at Christmas and I'm going, I've got a kid that wants a VR and a PS5. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I tried to pre-order PS5 the other day, man, and let me tell you, that was such a headache.
Oh yeah, a friend of mine, he went through the same thing. Friend of mine, he got his. I got mine. What do you call it? I got it through like Best Buy over here. But
here, the United Kingdom got shafted. There's a reason why they're launching the rest of the world. It's because they don't have the stock for the rest of the world, mate. Let me tell you that right now.
That's crazy.
Like,
well, some people are like
Amazon, mate. Amazon in the United Kingdom sold out PS5 physical and digital in 64 seconds.
Well, from what I understand, Amazon is actually ending, like they're reversing your thing. They're reversing your pre-orders.
Your pre-orders. There's a lot of people that haven't got it. Right, so we want to like top that cylinder. So I'll let you take all that. I'll get the key. I'll let you run up, and then I'll drop cylinder left, cylinder right, and then we don't have the RPG to take him out instantly, so we'll lure him through the fire chasm. We'll not get the ring for it. So what you want to do is if you pick everything up, if you pick everything up here, I'll take the furnace key because I'll need that. So what to do once you've picked everything up there, you just run back down that hall, trigger the boss event, and as soon as it's triggered, I'll start knocking down the gas tanks, and we'll deal with him. It's good. I remember what I'm doing, man. You're good. Just you go trigger the boss.
All right, I'll follow you.
Strider,
I'll follow you.
Strider, when I tell you I've finished this game 600 times, I ain't joking.
I know, you're finding all the BSA coins. I forgot about that and everything.
Like, I'm not, like, honestly, I'm 36 years old. I first played this game in my 20s, mate, and I remember where everything is.
What the hell is this?
Oh, the video was out at 3:30. GameStop was sold out by 4:30, Midwest says.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Amazon in the UK were out in 56 seconds.
That
and
is
Xbox is
nuts.
sitting there going, we'll tell you the exact price of that. And I'm like, mate, maybe you're buying your box. The PS5 sold out so quickly, who's left to buy your box?
Exactly. Oh my god, that is insane.
So you want a quick turn and run. So you go right, take the tanker, and you want to tap X, knock it to the ground, or square should I say. And then you want to run over to my side towards me. And we're going to fight him, and we're going to lower him into that big chamber that you just ran out of. And then once he's in, I'm going to go turn into a bucket. So, you want to let him just follow, or you run?
Yeah, I'll follow you, It's been a long time since I played this game.
Oh yeah, mate, it's been a long time since I played this game, and I still remember what I played this game right, so you want to let him follow, so you want to run out that door. Where is he? Nope, back up. He decided to melt into the ground, so he's going to in front of us. He's going to go the opposite direction. So let him come out and just let him follow you.
Oh, he's getting roasty toasty.
Right, so you want to stay in here.
Okay.
When I tell you to run out the door, you run out that door, but he needs to follow you in.
He's chasing you now.
Fuck it, he's gonna fucking follow you. Oh god. This guy, there we go.
Now he's confused. Alright, now he's following me.
Right. So stay in there until I tell you to come out.
He's on me. Wait.
Go. Right, shoot him.
Ah, shit. Hold on. I'll get over there, I'll get him. Oh, shit.
No, it's alright. Let's go. Don't worry about it. We'll get him. This will open up very quickly, so you want to... Yeah. Honestly, he looks Glaswegian. Right, where are we going?
There he goes. Go ahead.
Easy. Shoot him. Right, pull that. Yep, there we go. That should be fine. Nope.
Oh, crap.
Nope. He's not wanting to stay in there at all.
He's really being a jerk.
Yeah, just a bit.
Dumbass. Get in the box.
There we go. Right, and right, stay here. Stay midpoint in that room. Right.
Where is he?
Oh, he's taking my neck, this guy. Right, stay in there.
Yep.
If you can dodge him. As soon as you hear... Oh,
what the hell? He's still chasing... Hold on.
This guy? Why is he chasing me?
I don't know. And you're not even there yet.
He is ignoring you now.
He really is, pretty much.
Right, any come. Right, stay there. Get in there.
I thought I just killed him. He's turning to pieces. Alright.
Oh, of course. My guy's not going to run past me because he can't.
Come on, you punk. Get in here. Get in here, you punk.
He does it every time.
I just killed him.
No, you didn't.
No? Oh, crap. Alright, come in here, punk.
Stay there. Stay where you are. Let him follow you in. Come back up and follow you in. Right, come out. There you go.
Oh, good. Big Loop Gaming. Thanks. I really do enjoy playing Assassin's Creed, and you know, Silent and I, we decided to play some Resident Evil 5, some co-op here. Finally, he's dead.
It's been a while, but hey.
It's been a long while for me. This was like forever ago. Oh, I was just gonna hand you the first aid spray. Wait, doesn't he drop something in there?
He normally drops a jewel, but because we killed him in the furnace, you don't get it. You have to kill him out in the open to get it.
Oh, okay.
So your best way to do that is the unlimited RPG, which you get if you complete the game in under 3 hours. But once we get through this difficulty, to be honest with you, that should be a bloody walk in the park now.
Probably.
Come on!
Right, let me just shoot this BSA emblem that's down here.
I can't believe you remember all the stuff. Like I.
Yeah, it should just be down here.
Come on!
And here.
Look at that.
And there should be another one in this finish zone as well.
I actually still have the book for this. The the book, the cheat book. I still have it. That thing is just amazing. It's funny as hell that I've got that still.
Let's go.
Got it.
Ooh.
What was that thing?
DOW,
It was a big black thing from an anime.
Considering what it did to Alpha Team, I think we're lucky to still be breathing.
Pretty much.
Only we could have gotten there sooner.
If we had, we'd probably be dead too.
Chris to HQ, do you copy?
I think what I need to do is I need to introduce you to a couple of my friends that are Assassin's Creed heads.
This whole town's gone to hell. The people here, they're acting like those Ganado
Maybe do a
detailed in the
podcast with
Kennedy
John
report.
one night. You might like him.
Aside from that, there's
He's
something
very
new,
much with me.
something we've never encountered
We've done nothing but theorise for about the last 7 years.
Really?
So you would probably get on with him as well. But I do believe the podcast needs another person. There needs to be a third voice. So if someone's absent, there's somebody here. If somebody that, if you know, there's no way all three of us are going to have the same ideas.
Right.
You know, and that's what's needed, diversity.
No, I'm with that. I'm with that. I'd have no problem, like, you know, like adding more people, like adding guests, adding all kinds of stuff. Like, I would love to do stuff like that. I think that would be like a lot of fun.
Well, that's it. And like I said to you before, man, this should be a fun thing. Nobody should be looking to get paid for this. This should just be a sit down on a Friday night with a bunch of mates talking games. You know what I mean? Right, you can view your BSAA files in your You Died 6 Times library. Okay then.
Yeah, man, I got hit pretty hard here. I was like, wow, what's going on here? Getting wrecked.
Let's get these treasures.
Getting absolutely wrecked.
Well, what I was going to say, because of the absolute F-up that was tonight, do you, because I don't have all night to play, do you want to do an extra hours podcast at some point this week just to make up for what happened tonight?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that if you want.
I think it's only fair. I wasn't expecting what happened tonight to happen tonight, so...
No, it's fully understandable. You know, like, stuff happens, man. You know, like, I'm just glad that you're okay, you know?
Enemy of Lucifer, how are you doing, my bud? You good? How are you doing, bud? Strider man, speak away. Your podcast, bud.
What's going on? How are you doing, Lucifer? It's going. It's going. We're just having fun, you know, like just playing around here, doing our thing.
Trying to.
Yeah, trying to. Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
You're good, man. You're good.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Like, I enjoy stuff like that. Like, it actually adds, you know, like, a little flavor to, like, what's going on, you know? Oh, I don't know. I probably was.
Strider, were you playing Assassin's Creed? You dog. What you doing playing that franchise, man?
Exactly, like that's all you play. What the hell? That's pretty much it. No, it probably would have been Assassin's Creed. I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts player. I do play it, but...
Kingdom Hearts, to be honest with you, it might have been Lazarus you were watching for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, because I'm not really...
There's a chest up there for you, dude.
I don't really post like a lot of Kingdom Hearts or anything. I just mostly Assassin's Creed. I did for a long time some Far Cry 5. Did a lot of Far Cry.
What's your best Assassin's Creed game, man? What's the game that makes you feel like you're an assassin? And if you say anything other than Assassin's Creed 2, I'll be disappointed in you.
You just shot that dude and he just blew up right there.
Well,
that was actually like a lot of fun with the civilization, the fictional civilizations and stuff. That's always fun.
Yeah. I still believe a first Civilization game is needed. I believe Ubisoft needs to explain themselves now. We're at a point with Assassin's Creed where nothing makes sense.
All of these things.
Come on!
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. And then it's really funny when you see the Sphinx and you're just like, what the hell is this?
Yep, and in my opinion, Assassin's Creed Origins is the best game since the Ezio film.
Thanks.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I actually love Bayek as a character. I thought he was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that man deserved not just a sequel, but a trilogy. And if he is not somehow represented in Valhalla, I will be extremely disappointed, considering.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that channel. That is a good channel.
I still want that Nikola Tesla versus Elon Musk video, to be honest.
That's good.
I would love to see what that would bring. Get away.
Come on.
I like where Smosh actually did a song with Oh yeah.
Catalonia. Listen, I'll be honest with you, the first time I played that statue of Zeus in Catalonia, I thought, wow, this is a really good looking next gen game. Then I played it and realised the story was
I like when you're climbing the statue and you go near his sack and whoever you're playing as is like, maybe I shouldn't touch this.
Yep, and I'm like, well, maybe you should, it's a god. Do you have any idea the amount of power you can get from that?
Thanks for the help.
You should have started this on amateur, man.
We probably should have. Yeah, the ship battles are pretty tough. The ship battles are kind of crazy. I've done that. I've done that. I've swam like for no reason for like miles. I don't know. I thought that I was like weird. I always, like, I always do like these crazy things where like I'm always like just out of nowhere like swimming. Like I'm always like walking to like my destination. I forget that you have a horse.
Come on!
I always forget that you have a horse and stuff.
I do the same thing, man. And I run like 20 miles across the land and I go, yeah, okay. And then I can whistle. I'm like, yep, I remember. I can whistle. I can get a horse.
I keep forgetting that.
Come on! Come on!
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Uncle Mario. He even says that, hey, it's a me, a Mario.
Yep.
I've got no ammo for this shit, man. Right, listen, I'll blow your mind right now. Like, Ezio is by far an idol. I have on my Assassin's Creed 3. The only good character in Assassin's Creed 3 is Aethel.
That was a funny game.
Odyssey was, yeah. Like, see, you want to get philosophical about Ezio. Yeah, I mean, you want to get philosophical about Ezio. I mean, you look at what that character brought to the game. You saw him born. You saw him be born.
Yep.
You saw him as a child. You saw him as a teenager. Well, I wish we had seen him as a child. I believe we went from baby to teenager. I don't think there was ever a depiction of Ezio other than the little 3-part movie where you saw him slightly younger.
Yeah. That was it. You didn't play through it like that. Like you actually saw it in the movie. That was it.
Ezio succeeded because Ezio was everybody. Ezio was the rebellious young man. Ezio was the rebellious young man who took you on an adventure. But it was more than an adventure, because when you first played Assassin's Creed 2 and you saw that prequel movie, you never knew you would see him as a middle-aged man. You never knew you would see him find love.
Exactly.
You never knew he would have a daughter. You never knew that at the end of the Assassin cycle, that Machiavelli, of all people, would still be involved with Ezio. You know?
Well, the funny thing about Machiavelli was where he says, I'm going to write a book about you, and he says, make it short. There's actually a book called The Prince.
He wrote that book, and he wrote that book. You know? And this is the thing with Ubisoft, is, you can give them as much shit as you want. But their employers, and this is what bugs me with what's going on with Ubisoft at the moment is trying to remember their employees are still human. Doesn't matter the mistakes that they'll make in their lives, they're still fucking human. We all make mistakes, man. Should that mean because I did one thing wrong that I shouldn't have done, does that mean I should be kicked off a project?
No.
discarded like rubbish.
No, and that's the problem.
It doesn't affect my work. It affects my personal life, but my personal life should surely have fuck all to do with you.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. Like they blur the lines between that. Like like over here in the States, like if you work for a company, these companies actually have things on the lookout, like people on the lookout, and like if you say something like that just does not coincide with like the ideals of the company, they'll fire you.
They'll try to cancel you instantly.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll try to cancel you instantly, man. But at some point, these companies got to look at the world and go, well, 80% of these people ain't going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're losing money, like we're hemorrhaging money. And I've got to be honest with you, like as a hardcore Assassin's fan over the years, man, bought them all, played them all, you know, re-platinumed them, went from trophies to platinums and still bloody re-platinumed them. Yeah. Can I ask? Other than the Animus design in the movie, did you like the movie?
I thought the movie was cool, honestly, and in all honesty, like the other thing that I thought was pretty wild was I really did think that the Animus was wild. I thought that was kind of innovative because if you're in the Animus and you're flipping around like that, why not?
Then you should. Then look, this is what I liked about the Animus. It was like a proper VR experience for the user, and that's what you would expect the Animus to be. But I have to ask, where does the movie lie in the Assassin's Creed chronologically for you? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it really bad? Does it make no sense? Is it...
No, I think it made perfect sense. I think that I just don't think it was really well written, but I do think that it was like a great Assassin's Creed movie. I think that, you know, like I think that what happened was that people were initially really worried about what do you call it? They were thinking that it was going to be something else, and it wasn't. They were thinking it was going to be, you know, like the story of Desmond and Lucy, and it wasn't that.
See, I respect what they did at the end of Brotherhood. They had to throw that little bit of the story's going to go a little bit sideways for you here. Because at the beginning of Brotherhood, it was very much Lucy and Desmond are going to be a thing. You know, they're flirting with each other. I mean, Lucy was a great character,
right?
And she melded well with Desmond. But what the hell happened? Now, I shared that link with you where Nolan North went into detail as to what they wanted to do with Desmond, but things changed. Now, Assassin's Creed would be such a different game, man. Such a different game.
Yeah, with Desmond rather than Layla.
Yeah, I respected that they did that because it was part of the story, you know.
Something's coming. Watch out!
Something's coming. Images of my mother. Told them.
I mean, in all honesty, like a lot of people, like they were kind of like angry that Desmond had died. It was like a big thing for them. Like,
I was. That's not how Assassin's Creed 3 should have ended. Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't think that it should have ended that way either.
If you come to me, I am going to give you these. If you can give me the auto rifle rounds that you have.
Thanks for the help.
See, for me, I'll put it plainly to you. Ubisoft lost the way. They should never have got rid of Desmond. Desmond was the glue that held Assassin's Creed together at the time.
He really was.
If it wasn't for Desmond, you would not have got Altair. If it wasn't for Desmond, you would not have got Ezio. Damn near the greatest single-player character ever fucking conceived in video game history. A story that you can follow, a story that you can feel for. Damn, I cried for him, and I cried for Ezio and Embers. I have never had that in gaming since. Never in Resident Evil, never in Assassin's Creed since then, never in anything. Now, what happened? Because Ubisoft was onto an absolute star and roll, and then all of a sudden they came out with fucking Connor.
Yeah, I think that what happened was that they, you know, like they switched directors and stuff like that, and
it was Alex Hutchinson, I believe, was creative director for Assassin's Creed 3. He was also the one who said an Egypt game would never work.
Right.
And
well, meanwhile,
lo and behold, it damn near ends up being better than the fucking Assassin's Creed 2.
Exactly. It was, you know what the thing was, is that it was so amazing because, you know, like Assassin's Creed is steeped in all kinds of like conspiracy theory and whatnot. So, you know, like, why wouldn't that work? Why wouldn't that work?
I mean, Jesus, Assassin's Creed is ancient aliens, ancient civilizations.
Yep.
Like, go with it for God's sake. Stop being ashamed of the fact that you have development staff that think that ancient aliens are a thing. Right, let me get this fucking thing, because this thing's well hidden. Do me a favour, give me your handgun rounds, man.
Thanks for the help.
There we go.
It really was. It's like wild. Honestly, like people thought I was like a Ubisoft channel like at first.
No,
because like I was doing Far Cry and
that's certain other YouTubers who have gone very much corporate as hell. And I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get you into the shit, mate. But you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Way too corporate, way too funded by other people to make videos that good.
Yeah.
And they expect me to believe that somebody they know as a friend is able to produce something like that off the fucking bat. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
But yeah, Human Odyssey. Yeah. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it came from an Assassin's Creed director, but if you want to run about playing as a chimpanzee all day, then you do your thing.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. Like, I don't know why they...
Well, he wanted to make his own thing. He left Ubisoft, he walked away from Assassin's Creed because of formula change and whatnot in the company. He made this game, and, you know, to Fish's credit and to a few of the other Assassin's Creed troopers out there, man, because he was an Assassin's Creed developer, they gave him the benefit of the doubt. But what a joke of a game.
Yeah, that thing was crap. That thing was absolute crap. I couldn't even believe it.
I was like, I never played it. Never bothered with it, never played it. Right, so we should have incoming soon.
As soon as we grab that key, I think.
Yeah, it's not letting me pick it up.
No?
No, all I'm getting is the investigate button. It should already be on the fucking floor.
Oh, there you go.
Not that I've got the ammo for this, but hell yeah, let's try it.
We got the spirit, we got the heart. We can do it.
The heart. You're joking. I've got a Vindaloo to get through the night. You're joking about heart.
Oh crap!
Oh, no ammo. Oh, you gotta make a name. Run all the way back to help your ass.
No, got it.
No, you go ahead. You say what you want to say, man.
Oh, I'm coming out the door. Slowly. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I am Minotaur. I've got a shitty little helmet. I will beat you, Cassandra.
That was hilarious.
Mate, that was some of the best missions in the game, let's be honest.
Come on!
I'd have been like, you think you're the Minotaur? I'm fucking Scottish. You ain't got nothing on me, son.
You two okay? HQ sent me in to provide air support. It's gonna get hot down there, so watch out.
Roger. Thanks, Kirk.
Wow, I didn't think HQ actually cared.
There was what do you call it? The other mercenary that Testaclose. I was like laughing. Yeah, I was saying there's a mercenary Testaclose, which is his brother.
This is not the guy that went to the Olympics and then
Yeah, Testicles is that guy. His brother's an actual mercenary in the game.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a goat. I actually laughed at that.
The goat, you gotta pull the big fucking shiny stone out of his ass.
Yeah, if you kill the right goat, you could get the thing back.
Yeah.
That's how I did that that video with the Naughty Heroes glitch. That was like one of the things that like I did, and people were like, "What?"
You take that one. I'll use pick you up. Combine that. What, the animated Assassin's Creed Odyssey? No, that's cool. Wait, so did you like the Fate? You liked Fate of Atlantis, yeah? That was some of the worst Assassin's Creed storytelling writing in history. Like, I don't mean to go against you here, and like, I respect your opinion. You enjoyed the Atlantis stuff, but like, really?
I really wanted them to tell the story that you saw at the end of part 3. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, but I wanted to see parts of it, not just 4 hours of it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let's be real, but the first 2 episodes didn't need to exist. The story arc was called Fate of Atlantis. You spent 4 hours in Atlantis.
Yeah.
Like, you decided the fate after wasting 20 hours playing through 2 other episodes.
Exactly.
That had nothing to do with Atlantis.
That was kind of crazy. I was kind of disappointed in that. I thought that was kind of weird that they had done it that way.
You know, like, I respect, like, if you enjoyed it, then fantastic to you. Like, I mean, like, you enjoyed something that I was not able to, and I will never disrespect you for that, because, like, you enjoyed something, you got your money's worth, man. Like, that's something you should always be happy with. But, as an OG Assassin's Creed fan, like, nah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Just nah. Yeah, like, I'm an OG Assassin's Creed fan, but I don't need to know that Atlantis existed and that some lassie called Cassandra, who was never an assassin, existed. And I don't need to know that, you know, the head of the Spartans, you know, was nothing to do with the assassins. He just happened to come across a magic blade. Like,
Yeah, that was kind of like weird.
Man. Assassin's Creed got weird, man. Yeah. I don't know. I agree to that point. Well, look, the best Assassin's Creed game ever made has never been made, and it's called Assassin's Creed 2: The Taken King. And it's never been made yet, because Assassin's Creed has never had the big fucking bad guy that it needs. It's never had the modern day villain. Okay, we had Warren Vidic for a time. But what did Warren Vidic bring to the story? Absolutely nothing. At the end of 2, he runs away in a bus. He's not even in Brotherhood. He's nowhere to be seen in Revelations. He shows up in 3 and gets killed in under 5 seconds of Desmond showing up.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
And it's like, we had the big bad guy. We had Warren Vidic. Where was he with the apple that he first discovered to put him on the trail? Where was the apple that imbued him with power?
That's what they should have went with.
Yeah, I like Assassin's Creed, man. I'm going to argue with everybody over Assassin's Creed. I read all the databases, and let me tell you, they're completely debunked by all the books. Because the databases in the games mean absolutely nothing to the written story. Because the written story is completely different to the game, because the game's got to expand its horizon. This is why I urge everybody who likes the Assassin's Creed games, please read the fucking books.
Yeah, the books are great. The comics, not so much. The comics actually get me angry.
The comics are shit. The comics are a way to sideswipe story you don't want to tell and you want to get rid of. But the books, at least, tell you what the fuck is going on. Take your ass to bed if you're yawning off fun. You're not tired, but you're sitting there yawning. Get your ass up to bed. Move your ass. Get. I don't care if you're not tired. Get your ass up to bed. Move your ass. Get going. Shush. I'll get Strider to send you a message. He'll tell you to go to bed. Move. I'll give him your username. Get your ass to bed. Move. Get. Good. It's get your ass up the stairs. It's after 10:30. I've got a vindaloo to eat. Get. Get your ass up the stairs, or I'll take your internet away from you and you'll never play Fortnite again. I'll just change the Wi-Fi password, bud. Yeah, I'll just Strider. I'm trying to tell him. I'll just change the Wi-Fi password. I'll fuck him up.
There you go.
He's looking at me like, I dare you. I'll cause you misery. Right, get going. Joan of Arc had a piece of Eden. Joan of Arc had a sword. That was about as important as her story ever became.
Yeah, that was like crazy. There was so much that they could have expanded on, that they could have done. They showed that Gandhi held the apple. They showed that
Gandhi didn't just help. Gandhi did Like, he didn't just hold the apple, mate. The apple was Gandhi's heart.
Yeah, it was keeping him alive.
You know, like, it was his heart, man. That's why you had to go to the center of Gandhi's chest to find the apple. Like, Gandhi was different, you know? But none of this is ever explored, ever put out in writing, never put out to satisfy the fans who played through all of the Subject 16 glyphs. Like, none of it. Right, so let me ask you, you look at Assassin's Creed this year, like, you understand they've gone full Witcher, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's a reason why it's called Ragnarok. Like, Ubisoft have gone full on, let's copy everybody. I genuinely think, and this is just looking at the Prince of Persia remake trailer, which looks worse than the original game for some reason. I think Ubisoft is ideally bankrupt when it comes to ideas. Especially when it comes to Assassin's Creed. I don't think Ubisoft has a fucking Scooby what they're doing anymore.
Yeah, I think that they're running out of ideas, but the thing is that, like, what's really sad is that all they have to do is look at their past works and look at, like, what they've got to work with. Look at it, go explore, you know, like, in Assassin's Creed 2, you explore the chamber where the assassin statues are. Look at that there. You have a bunch of assassins down there that you could work with. You've got,
so
you know, you could revisit.
How if you go back into Ezio's little hidey hole, how do you explain Aya? And how do you explain the fact that Bayek's not down there?
Well, you know what? The thing that like blows.
But Darius is, and he was never an assassin, apparently.
Well,
he was just the first recorded kill with a hidden blade.
Here's my theory on that. Right? Like, I don't think that Assassin's Creed Origins was actually Bayek's story.
It wasn't. I think it was Aya's.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
It was fully Aya's, but apparently Ubisoft's got a fucking problem with women, and they don't think they'll sell. I mean, are you joking me? We're warm-blooded male. You put a good-looking woman, then let's just be totally blunt. As dull as Cassandra was, as good as a character she was, Cassandra's a good-looking female.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've instantly got your male audience. I mean, did you play as Alexios? Because I didn't. He bored the fuck out
I played as...
The second Alexios opened his mouth, I timed out. I quit.
I played as Cassandra because she was the canon character. But
yeah, she was canon.
What's really crazy though is that, like, there are a bunch of places and a bunch of countries that will not play as a female character. You don't know how many times, like, I've done live streams, and we've got guys that come in and they're like, "Why are you playing as Cassandra? I would never play as a woman." This, that, and the other, and I'm like,
"That's your problem. Get over it."
Yeah, I was like, "That's weird. Like, why wouldn't you play as a female character?" And you know, they were like, "'Cause I'm a guy," and I'm like, you know, like, you know that if you play as a female character, like, you don't have to act like a female, right? Like, you're not going to become a woman or anything. You know, like,
whoa. Let's just stop right there. You're playing as somebody who looks like Cassandra, and you're telling me you didn't roleplay with fucking Blondie with a pig. You didn't sit to yourself and go, "Endless opportunities, Ubisoft," and then they turn around and go, "Well, you're straight, have a child."
Yeah, that was kind of like crazy. I was like, But the thing is that, you know, like, basically the way you're playing it is however you wanted to play it. You didn't have to play it, you know, like, any particular way, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that, like, just because you're playing as a female character, like, it doesn't make, like, you as a male who's playing as a female character, it doesn't make you any less of a man, you know? I'm playing as Shiva right now. It's not making me any less of a man.
It does make me feel sorry for the Assassin and Liberations. Evelyn du Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
Because clearly they had bigger things that they wanted to do with her. Hence the reason why she had her own PS Vita game. She had her own Black Flag little expansion. Like, there was clearly something going on during those Ubisoft days where it's like, we really want to give you a female assassin, but for some reason they won't let us. You know,
Yeah. Like, I love that series.
Yeah, but you understand, the media we live in these days, a personal opinion can be put across in a way that's not liked by people. People don't like things being forced upon them. I want you to look at Star Wars as an example. I want you to look at the recent trilogy. Why do you think it flopped so hard? It wasn't because there was female characters, it wasn't because there was male characters, and it certainly wasn't because there was alien characters. It was because they forced femininity down your goddamn throat.
Yeah, that's the thing. That, you know what? I have no problem with any game, any media that's giving me, like, you know, any sort of female character or anything like that.
If the story's good and it makes bloody sense, then by all means, that's the route you choose.
Exactly. I don't want it, you know, give me a black lesbian, you know, female, you know what I'm saying? Give me that character, but you know, don't throw it in my face every 5 minutes that this is what you did.
I'll be honest with you. The way Ubisoft's going, I fully expect the next assassin to be transgender. He will identify as a toaster. He will be powered by the power of Oryx himself. And Bungie will create the artwork.
It's possible.
But
it's entirely possible.
Because I think that, does that make that a reality? That makes that to a reality with people who have the mindset that they have. What people need to remember is, great stories are great stories because they're great stories. They're not rammed down your throat. Look at Ezio as an example of a great fucking story. You were with him from birth to teenage years to mid-adulthood to death. I cried for that man during Embers. I cried. I still think he's dodgy, the little dude sitting next to him, but I cried. I have never had another game ever hit me like that. Ever. And this is why people are attached to Ezio. Because Ubisoft got it fucking right. And then they got it fucking wrong.
Yeah, they really did mess up when they let go of Desmond and stuff like that. That was just crazy.
Yeah, the stupidest decisions they ever did make. And the Assassin's Creed community has done nothing but cry since Desmond and Ezio left. I mean, if you look at Assassin's Creed 3 and you take Connor out of it and you make that entire game around Haytham, that's a success of an Assassin's Creed game. Because people were more invested in the first hour of 3 than they were in the entirety of the game. And that was because of Haytham.
That's true. Like, Haytham, he was like a good portion of the game, and then you discover, oh, you're a Templar.
And that was a great moment when that achievement popped, and it's like, how do you like them apples?
Yeah.
What a great achievement. What a great achievement. You know? I mean, it's one of those things. I'm an OG Assassin's Creed fan. I enjoyed Origins. I loved what it did. It was a perfect balance. But what they did with Odyssey was a catastrophe. And that's why they have to really sell me on Valhalla. And that's probably why I will buy Cyberpunk before I buy Valhalla.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they'll buy Cyberpunk before Valhalla.
The problem with Assassin's Creed is we get into a situation where you have 2 Brotherhood Revelations, 3, 4 Black Flag, Unity, Syndicate, Origins, fucking the list goes on and on and on. They're all the same game. Well, not Origins. Origins been nasty. Origins was at least a refresh. But they're all the same games. Origins did something fresh. Odyssey took something fresh and made it something poisonous by getting the story completely wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
Odyssey really did. Like Odyssey, really, they ignored the lore. They
didn't just ignore the lore. They ignored every single Assassin's Creed fan, like all of them. I mean, when you get to a point before any of this stuff that goes on with Ubisoft at the moment, with the sexual allegations and all that, but when you ban Loomer, like Loomer, of all people, because he turned round and after doing sit-down interviews with Israf Ismail and talking Origins for an entire year and getting all these videos, because he did not like how the Animus distinguished sex, Ubisoft Quebec, the creators of Odyssey, went, nah, fuck you, mate, we're going to cancel you.
Yeah, and it was unnecessary. Highly unnecessary.
You know, and I'm surprised they've not cancelled you, to be quite honest.
They want to. They keep an eye on me. That's what they do.
Well, that's plainly obvious, because the second you put up a bug, a glitch, or anything, they're all over that shit, like, real time fast.
They really are. They're ready to go. They want me, like, just... They want that glitch gone. They want it taken down. And the funny thing, too, is that, like, you know, like other videos that I've done that I've put up, like, they've taken a look at those and they've been like, huh, you know, like, I've had lawyers come up to me and tell me, you know, like, you got a lawsuit against them. And I'm like, how? First of all, because I did the research and I said Darius was going to be our assassin in Odyssey, and he clearly wasn't.
Even though Darius should not have been an assassin, he shouldn't have looked like one, he shouldn't have dressed like one, he shouldn't have acted like one, he should have killed somebody with a hidden blade, yes, and he did that in the opening cinematic. That should have been it.
Yep.
He certainly shouldn't have eagle dived off a building after it was explained that it was Bayek's fucking dad that came up with the eagle dive, taught it to bloody Bayek, but yet we go 200 years into the past and there's Darius doing it like it was just pre-fucking done. Like, it was there for him to use. And then Cassandra starts doing it and you're like, well, yeah, well, this completely takes away from what Bayek's dad taught Bayek.
Exactly.
So, like, where are we going with this? And then we have a kid that goes to Egypt, and then they can't create the pyramids in the correct time frame. You watch that ending cinematic when Darius takes little Cassandra to, or son, whoever he turns into, because I'm assuming that's another part of the story, little comics that will never actually be put on the screen for us. Because from what I get from Valhalla, is we've jumped so far from Odyssey to the point where I genuinely, and I've said this to you a couple of times, I genuinely think it's Otzelberg and the Animus in this next game. How do you explain the Vikings? You ain't getting that through fucking Layla Hassan.
Well, like, she doesn't get anything from herself. Like, basically, like, she just dives in there and grabs, like, whatever, apparently.
It's all in front of her as if it's preset. And then this is where your little theory comes in. What if Layla died? In
Exactly.
Origins, during that little encounter. It would make sense. Desmond's dad showed up. I mean, possibly he could have been the fucking guardian angel if you want to go Assassin's Creed on it. He was the guy sitting there watching over her body and making sure that she was still interacting with the Animus. So, like,
exactly.
I understand your theory. I thought about it. I recognize it. Do I think it's a thing? I have to say no. But it's a fucking good theory.
Yeah, well, that was my thing. Like, you know, like when I do these theory videos, like I really want people to, like, you know, it's basically a conversation piece. You know, and you know, go ahead and you know, you have every right to say I'm wrong. You have every right to throw your own theory in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of the video. It was done as a conversation piece. Now, some people take it as I'm putting down the gauntlet that this is a fact. This is, you know, like the absolute tell-all, end-all, and nobody else can say anything about it. That, you know, like, this is what it is. No, that's not what it is. It's basically, you know, like a piece for, you know, people to actually come in, give me your ideas, you know, and that is my idea. That's why I gave 3 different...
Here's an idea for you. Up until 2012, up until November 2012, when Assassin's Creed 3 released, the whole story was Assassins versus Templars, right?
Right.
So let's be real. Black Flag comes out in 2013, and the story switches. It becomes Templars versus Assassins, yeah?
Right.
Agreeable?
Yes.
Who's to say Ubisoft just wasn't taken over by the Templars?
This is true.
I mean, I'm not shitting with you right now. Who's to say that, you know, the powers that be looked at what Ubisoft were doing and going, wow, dude, you're getting a little bit too close to the truth. We need to fucking change this shit up.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's possible. There's so many possibilities
There's a reason why in Black Flag you don't play as an assassin or a present-day character. You play as a fucking Ubisoft employee.
Yeah, you play as an Ubisoft employee in the present day. And in the past, you play as just some pirate. He's just like, and correct me if I'm wrong, they don't really explain how he becomes an assassin, an official assassin.
Well, they don't. But Edward Kenway, it's like, well, you understand how to use the blade, and you know what the costume is. Go do your thing. But like in Black Flag, he's still a pirate. He's never ordained into the Brotherhood. Now, I'm assuming that happens in the book somewhere between Brotherhood and Syndicate, because by the time you get to Syndicate, he's classed as a master assassin.
Well, see, like that just confuses me, because the way that I seen it, I just thought that, like, he didn't bother. He just did his thing because
Atabai said to him. Well, all Atabai did was he was captured. He was put in one of those little hanging fucking crate things. Atabai showed up and said, "Here's your shit. I understand you know how to use it, but I don't ever remember Kenway being ordained as an assassin."
No, me neither. Me neither, yeah, and that blows my mind. And then the way that I figured it,
Syndicate, he has a big mansion in London. He's a master assassin. He's got secret passageways. But when did this happen?
That's what I'm saying. Like that made no sense to me. None. I was very confused about that.
It makes no sense to me, especially the fact that you've got Sean Hastings in the background, especially in Unity, where you know it's Sean Hastings that's talking, but they're lying to you about who he is.
Yeah.
You've got Bishop going, "Oh, that's just somebody else," and you're going, "That's Sean. I know that voice. That's Sean. I've played 10 games."
Exactly.
Why are you telling me that's not Sean? You're calling him by a different name. That's clearly Sean. He's like, "I'm spooning her up right now."
That is just weird.
Like, Ubisoft just lost their fucking way, man. Like, it got to the point where Ezio was such a popular character, I think Ubisoft shit their pants, mate.
Yeah, I don't think that they have the ability to... They didn't strike thunder again. That's what it was. They didn't strike lightning again.
Well, they tried with Arno.
Yeah. Didn't work.
They did try it with Arno. They genuinely tried it with Arno. But the problem was, with Arno, he was very much an Ezio character, but Arnold's mind was very thin. Like, he had one goal: find out who killed my fucking dad and find out who killed my stepdad. Basically, that was his narrow-minded view. Now, what they should have done with Unity is they should have fucking brought Shay Patrick Cormac into it. He should have been the big fucking bad at the end of Unity that you were going after. The guy after the fucking Prophet. After the guy with the double-coloured eyes. Once you took him out, it should have been Shay Patrick fucking Cormac. He should have been the one to kill your fucking stepsister / girlfriend. Now, why is it, as Assassin's Creed fans, we can sit here and we can talk about this shit, right? And we can put this out here and we can put our thoughts out. But Ubisoft is sitting there mentally bankrupt.
Because what happens is that they don't want to give us what we want. They want to give us what they think we want. They want
to give us a game full of microtransactions and a curry calton.
Yeah, they're looking. Yeah, number one, they are looking to make money. You know, that's the big thing. They're definitely looking to make money. But at the same time, the other thing that they're looking for is they're looking to, like, you know, give us a reason to give them our money. Like, they want to go and say, you know what, you know, this is what's going on and stuff like that. This is what's happening. This is how we did it. This is what you're getting. You know, they don't understand fully that, you know, like, give us what we want. We wanted the Juno battle. We didn't get it.
Here's the thing, Strider. This is something I think we should do, my guy. We are Assassin's Creed fans, right? And me and you clearly have very similar opinions in where this franchise should go, or where it should have gone, in particular, right? Why don't we sit down and put it in paper?
We should.
Why don't we? Because I know exactly how to bring Desmond back to life. I mean, fuck me, you wrote about it often enough, Ubisoft. I know how to bring Desmond back, which in turn brings back Ezio. Like, you can bring this character back. Just look at your own goddamn lore.
See, that's the problem. They're not looking at their lore. If they looked at their lore, if they looked at, like, the past games and things that they've done, you know, they could really save the series. They could really, you know, bring it back from the dead. They could make things happen. They could make things more understandable. You have so many time periods and so many assassins that you can work with. You have so many stories that you've already explained. So, and they're not doing
it. Here's a theory right now. We know Layla Hassan has got Otzelberg, right? She bumps him. Like, she just came out of nowhere, fucking ninja chopped him, ninja chopped, fucking slapped him through the back, crippled him. There he is. Well, we know Otzelberg was very much a part of hunting for Desmond. We know Otzelberg was very much a part of the Kenway story when it came to who you were working for Ubisoft Entertainment, when you were being that person. So, Otzelberg is very much involved. Layla Hassan butchers Otzelberg, slams him through the back, cripples him, puts him in the Animus, and then comes across Ezio, right? Well, not necessarily Ezio, but Desmond's fucking great ancestor, the original ancestor, the first Desmond Miles to hold the fucking DNA, the one that came before, the original, the one and only, right? You have that right in front of you. Why are you not using it? Why are you taking us on all these fucking split journeys across the planet, thinking they make good stories, when you could just go back to the fucking beginning and refine what you did?
That would make a lot of sense. What if he came from a long line of people that were there to hunt down these people who had precursor genetics inside of them, and Desmond's line.
Let's just throw a spin on it, right? Throw a spin on it. Warren Vidic. Oh my God! A quarter of his DNA is Eve's. Let's throw a spintail in there.
There
Let's
you
just
go.
fucking mess with the Assassin's Creed community. And one Vidic is 15% Eve's DNA, 10% Adam's DNA, but the rest of it comes from where we do not fucking know it comes from. Like, it's not hard to sit as Assassin's Creed fans and just debate this shit. We might sound ridiculous, we might sound stupid, we might sound completely fucking retarded. But we're discussing it, we're doing it at better values than Ubisoft themselves are doing it. And let me tell you now, you want me to make Assassin's Creed fucking 5 and I will make it, and let me tell you, I will get the dream team aboard making that fucking game.
I truly believe somewhere that there is some fan page where they're just making like Assassin's Creed fan fiction, and it's way better than anything that Ubisoft has come out with. But you know what? And here's my thing, okay? I don't think that it's just relegated to Assassin's Creed. I think Ubisoft has been dropping the ball on a lot of their games. They dropped the ball on Far Cry 5. Yeah, they dropped the ball on...
They dropped it on the remake of bloody Prince of Persia. It damn near looks almost worse than the original.
The freaking, what was it, The Division? I never liked The Division. I didn't think that it warranted a sequel.
I've never played it. The reason why I never played The Division is because it never offered me the opportunities that Destiny gave me.
I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Go ahead. Keep going.
Good. You keep talking, bud. So I have to ask you then. You don't think Assassin's Creed could be in a better position today than what it is? You don't think it's suffered since Assassin's Creed 3, the ending of Assassin's Creed 3 on? Yeah, I don't know. For me, Assassin's Creed was defined by Altair. Okay, the gameplay when you first met Ezio, you had Lucy looking over you, explaining to you, you know, you're all right. You're an animus. You're going to relive memories. We need to find something out. Things are going to be good. Here's my missing fucking finger. That should instantly tell Desmond who she is, and it did, because he brings it up in the intro of Assassin's Creed 2. Lucy helped me. And it shows you the vision, or the picture of her holding her fingers up, and she's missing that initial finger. What bugged me about that? And I will ask your opinion on it. Why did Lucy chop off her finger when Leonardo da Vinci fixed the problem for Ezio, where he didn't have to chop off her finger?
I don't think that she was actually missing the finger. I think that she bent her finger. That's why she put it to her chest.
She was missing her finger. If you look at that scene, she is missing that finger. She is missing that finger, bud. And this is something that's always bothered me about Lucy's character. She's missing that finger. So she is an assassin. And Desmond looks at her, treats her, and acts as if she is an assassin. In the Assassin's Creed intro, he says, if it wasn't for Lucy, I wouldn't have got out here. Now, we know why Lucy did it, because of Brotherhood. We understand it was a sharing of information as such. She wasn't as truthful as she wanted to be, she was tied in with the Templars, she was stuck, she was in a position. There was a reason Juno had to get rid of her, there's a reason why Juno used Desmond to get rid of her. Right? We all know that. But what a way to fuck your game. What a way to fuck your game. You had the perfect fucking love story. Like, you wanted to make Assassin's Creed any better than it already was. You had the fucking perfect love story. You discarded it. You got rid of it, you threw it away as if it was hot trash, and then you moved us onto a story with fucking Connor that made no fucking sense whatsoever. Because they found the temple before he found Connor. All he had to find was a fucking brooch. Which was buried in the same place he buried his bloody mentor. So clearly, if these people were smart enough, they would have figured that out in the first place. Let's just check where this boy died. I mean, it got so bad they had to go to Assassin's Creed bloody... Not Black Flag. What was the one that had Shay in it? Rogue, that's the one. They had to go to Rogue to explain that. That's why Rogue exists. Rogue exists to tie up the loose ends that were made because of what happened with Connor. They had to tell you the extra story of Hatham because nothing made sense. It still doesn't make sense why Hatham became a bloody Templar.
That's true too.
Because the Templars killed his fucking dad, so he becomes one. Right, they killed your dad. Why are you becoming one of them? You killed the dude at the opera. Good for you. Like, okay, he was involved in it and he was an assassin, but did you not once look at Edward and go, okay, why are your own people wanting to get rid of you? Like, things don't make sense in the Assassin's Creed world anymore.
Well,
the story
Edward was never actually supposed to be a Templar because he, he was a pirate.
Well,
he snuck his way there.
Let's rephrase. It was never Edward that became the Templar. It was always Hatham.
Right.
Edward was always the assassin. I mean, you see that bit at the end of Assassin's Creed 3 where you see them in the theater. Or is it Black Flag where you see him in the theater and he's with his daughter and he's with Hatham as a kid?
Yeah, that's at the end of Black Flag.
That's the end of Black Flag, right? So explain to me how the fuck we got from that to Assassin's Creed 3 where we killed some guy in a stand because he ended up being an assassin who killed Edward, but we got to Syndicate and the story was completely different. Or at least how I remember it, it was different. Like, no, I know yous all get it. Like, yous are all Assassin's Creed fans, so I get that you get it, but...
I think it's part of the backtracking. Like, they're really not taking stock. They're retconning a lot of their stuff. And I keep bringing this up in a couple of videos, and people are always telling me, nah, that's not really what you think, that's not really what's happening. That's actually what is happening. They retcon a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they did. They rewrote a lot of stuff. I mean, the movie itself shows that they rewrote a lot of stuff, and the problem was the movie flopped so badly. It had no place being in Origins. It had no place being on those computer files. It should have been left to its own alternate world. I'm gonna quickly jump to the toilet. I'll let you two hash it out. I will be back in just a minute. I'm not leaving. I'm going for a piss. I'll be back in a minute. Chill.
What is the theory? Go on. Go ahead. Keep talking. What's your theory? Yeah, they have. He killed. Aiden Pierce killed the dude from the CEO from the Abstergo video game service. He kills him in Watch Dogs. That's actually a mission in the original Watch Dogs. And then they also have a thing where in Far Cry there are Abstergo bunkers in various locations in the world of Far Cry 3. So there are like massive crossovers between like the three games. I've connected the dots before. It's really wild. Really, really wild. Yeah, that was pretty wild. I enjoyed that a lot.
So, question for you is, and this goes for both of you, the greatest game ever produced, the greatest game you ever played, what is it? In your opinion, what is that one game that you ever played that made you go, wow, this is why I'm a gamer?
Super Mario Brothers. No.
64? No. I gotta ask if it's 64, like...
Nope,
nah. I'll be honest with you, and I'll be completely honest with you. The reason why I play games is I love story, right? I would rather pay £60 for a game that's going to last me 70 hours than pay 20 quid for a movie that's going to last me an hour and 50, right? That's just me. I will be honest with you, the greatest story ever written, in my opinion, as a gamer, nobody's come close to beating Ezio. Nobody. Not one company that I can think of. The only company that could possibly come close to even maybe matching Ezio is BioWare with Commander Shepard.
I have to agree. Commander Shepard was a great character.
Nobody outside of Commander Shepard or Ezio, or should I say Ubisoft and BioWare, have given me a greater character to enjoy. Now, I have my problems with Mass Effect 3's ending. Of course I do. I played it when it first came out on Xbox 360. I bought that disc when it was Microsoft Game Studios, not EA. Microsoft Game Studios, I bought that game. I've never played anything like it since. I've not played a game like the Ezio Collection. I've not played a game like Mass Effect. I mean, Andromeda was an absolute fucking disaster. Assassin's Creed since Ezio has essentially been a disaster, with the exception of Origins, because they actually got a character right in Bayek. So I put it to you, what is the game of your generation? I mean, not just this generation, but we're about to move into PS5. What are the games you are going to remember and what you are going to be happy seeing a remake or a remaster of when it comes to PS5 and Xbox Series X? So, do you want to buy a PS5 and get a Sonic game? And no, you understand what the question was, yeah? Like, look at your greatest games, your greatest story games of this generation, and what would you want to see? Do you want to see a new one? Do you want to see a remaster? I mean, like, for me, I want to see the Ezio collection taken, and I want to see it expanded like Origins. I want to see all of Italy. I want to see all 3 games in one game, with the original voice actor, the original Ezio, but the game expanded to a scale like Origins or Odyssey. Like, something spectacular. And I wonder if this is why we still haven't seen the original Assassin's Creed be remastered. It makes me wonder if they are remaking it in the Origins and Odyssey engine, where they can take that original place and really go for it.
Honestly, I could see that.
I
can see them doing that.
I hope so. But your opinions. No, on you go, man. Like, what do you want to see next gen? What, like, I respect Sonic. We all respect the hustle. We all started, I mean, fucking shit. I started on Double Dragon on Batman with fucking joystick, but like, we all started somewhere. Like, so, like, I respect people's hustles. Like, their games that they want to see today are the games that they grew up playing. For me and Strider, it's very different. You know, like, what we played growing up compared to what we play now. Like, I'm sitting now, I'm looking at Chris Redfield staring at a fucking brick wall. But that's because we're sitting having a conversation. But if I was sitting here when I was 10 years old, I'd be sitting looking at Sonic, looking at a fucking flat blue screen.
Yep.
You know, like, things change. Where do you want to see gaming? What's the main game, the one game? And even if it is a Sonic game, then so be it.
I honestly would like to see... I would love to see the original Assassin's Creed, like, brought back and remastered and everything like that. But honestly,
could you imagine the original Assassin's Creed remade to Brotherhood standard?
That would be sick. That would be so sick.
Doesn't need next gen graphics, man. Just run the fucking Brotherhood engine on that shit.
Yeah.
You know, build out the world a little bit.
One game that I would love to see remade, in all honesty, is BioShock. That had a great story.
Well, they did the remasters for that. I got that on PS Plus.
You're right. But
does BioShock need a remaster or a remake at least until the next gen? I mean, not even PS5 and Series S or X, but... There you go. Yeah, do you know what? I gotta give the boy that one. I'd quite happily see a GTA 4 remaster, man. Could you imagine Nico Bellic, Roman Bellic, fucking Brucey? I mean, what was the big one? Brucey does fucking pussy.
Yep. VF, you think the price reveal was retarded? Why was the price reveal retarded?
The price reveal puts it better than Xbox.
Well, in the States, like I'm telling you, in the States, like as far as like the dollar amount, it's like...
In the UK, you can get a next-gen console for $350, or you can go with Xbox for fucking $250, and you're getting a quarter of a console of what the PlayStation is. Yeah, but okay, Xbox is fucked over here.
Mm.
I'm 36 years old and I'm still a teenager, bud. What you on about?
Oh yeah, so VF says that mainly to do with the retailers and the crashing online sites.
Yeah,
Which
that's what it was for me in the UK, mate. I could not get a pre-order in because websites were down, websites weren't loading, and do you know what? I'm not going to cry about it. It is what it is. I'll get one when I get one. Because do you know what? Sony turned around and went, I can get Miles Morales, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and Sackboy on PS4. I just can't get Ratchet and Clank because it is a true next-gen game. It utilizes the, you know, so I can't get that. Tony Hawk. What,
well,
are you on about the remastered Tony Hawk, or are you on about like a full built from the ground up Tony Hawk?
I think that they're remastering that for the current gen, though.
Well, I think they already did. Is it not already out? See, you say underground, and the first thing that comes to my head is Need for Speed.
No, Tony Hawk did have an underground. I wasn't into the Tony Hawk games, but
yeah, I'm not going to get into Tony Hawk games, man, because I don't want to offend a lot of people. It's not my sort of game, and I get that, but it is what it is.
no, I think that the big thing with the PS5 and their reveal and everything, what's really crazy is that, like, if you go on eBay right now, you've got a bunch of people that are like showing off, hey, look, I've got the pre-order, it's confirmed, here's my pre-order and everything like that. You know, give me $1,200 and you can have it.
Well, over here in the UK it's slightly different. Do you know?
Yeah, same with me, VF.
Right, well, here's the thing. PS5 in the UK is actually cheaper. And let me tell you, £40 cheaper than the PS4 Pro.
Really?
So, when the PS5 comes out, you will actually get the PS5 cheaper than the PlayStation 4 Pro.
How could they put it so cheap?
This is the big thing. How did they manage to put it so cheap? They got a $100 price mark. They are essentially selling the PS5 digital edition £10 fucking cheaper than the PS4 when it launched in the UK. Go figure.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, Sony don't need to get their act together. Sony have got their act together just fine. That's it, hence the reason why they're winning.
VF says, in terms of euros, you guys have the strongest currency in the world.
Yeah, I don't use euros. I use pounds. So technically, they're paying more than I am. So
nice.
Them.
Oh
yeah,
my God!
Euros, no, thank you. They're paying more than I am. They're paying about £50 more than I am for each version of the console, roughly.
In his currency, it's roughly 900 NZD.
New Zealand dollars.
Yeah,
so...
New Zealand dollar. Wow.
Unlucky, bud.
No, Rockstar needs to get their stuff together.
Well, I can tell you now, Rockstar's about to do something because Rockstar North, who create Grand Theft Auto, actually are about 20 miles south of where I am at the moment.
Oh.
They work in Edinburgh and I believe Dundee. And I can tell you now, they're about to announce something because all their wall art on their main buildings has been taken down.
Really?
It's all gone. Their buildings are as plain as day. The Rockstar North signs are up, but they are getting ready to announce something. I don't know what it is. I hope it's GTA 6. A part of me really doesn't, because I can't be fucked with Grand Theft Auto anymore, because it's going to be online like GTA 5, whether you like it or not. Square Enix. Yeah, Square Enix.
Yeah, they really do need to get their stuff together. Square Enix, they really do.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, they made the stupid choice by putting the second Tomb Raider game exclusive to Xbox for a year, which was the stupidest choice you could ever make, considering PlayStation had a bigger user base than you. I've got the third Tomb Raider that takes place in Mexico, and I have the season pass, and I have all the DLC, and I can't make it 6 hours into that game before I get bored to fucking tears. Like,
yeah, I agree, VF. The people were definitely buying in bulk and reselling for profit. So many people are doing it. All across eBay, that's all you see.
yeah, it will be, man. There'll be PS5s up for sale for fucking £500 more than they actually would be. And you know what? Idiots out there will be stupid enough to fucking pay for it.
This is true. This is true.
As where I'll bide my time and I'll get one when I get one. Simple as. Do you know what? I'm not caring now. I know for a fact I can play this year Miles Morales. Next year I can play Horizon. Well, you ain't getting a PS5 if you've not pre-ordered.
Yeah.
Mate, nobody's getting... Like, listen, if you want to get an Xbox, I can guarantee you'll be able to pre-order one of them. But PlayStation, I can guarantee you ain't pre-ordering now till at least March next year. There's no way anybody's getting one now till at least March next year.
I'm looking right now. Listen...
Yep, in America, Canada, Korea, and a few other countries, it is available November 12th. But for us in the UK, it's not available till I believe the 18th.
Look at this, right? I just looked on eBay, right? The most expensive PS5 right now, $25,000 and 1 penny.
Yep, and I bet you it's already been bought.
Nope.
By some fucking mad Arab cunt who's got more money than
and somebody put it benefits charity.
Well, fuck right off, it benefits charity. It benefits
Yeah, I would love to
your
see
life,
what
man.
charity it benefits. I'm looking into this. This is amazing. 75% donated to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, they say.
What was the percentage? Did you say 25%?
75%, they're saying.
So they're
Of
still going to make a cool couple.
$25,000.
So they're still going to make a cool 4 or 5 fucking grand off of it.
I mean, yeah, look, VF has it down. He said the audacity of this guy. Like, really, like that. The next highest is $20,000 and free shipping.
Free fucking shipping.
It has 6 watchers, though. It has 6 watchers.
And you know what? He'll not even be shipping by air freight. He'll be shipping by fucking tanker. That'll take like 2 months before it even gets to you, which means you could have just have fucking bought one out of game in the first place.
And you know what, though? These are it varies. Like the first one was the disc version. The second one was the digital version. The third one, it shows $14,000 disc. The next one, $13,000 disc.
Well, for me, I'm going digital anyway, because I have a digital library of 200 plus. There's no point in me buying physical when the only physical disc I own is Origins. But let me tell you right now, I ain't about to drop 6 fucking grand.
I'm telling you,
PlayStation 5.
It goes from there. It goes 12,500, 10,000, 10,000, 9,999, 8,000, 7,300. I want to see what the lowest price is going to be. Let me see. The lowest. Oh my God! The lowest price. Oh, but they have it as an auction. It's got 2 bids, $305 even, $30 shipping. There's still 6 days and 23 hours left.
Yeah, someone will push that to $500-600 in that amount of time, mate.
Yep.
Like Argos in the UK, they put theirs up for pre-order midnight last night, and I tried to catch that. And like as soon as you loaded into that website, mate, there was that much traffic. You ain't getting one. Like, there's no point in you sticking about. Do you know what? I'm happy with my Pro, I'm happy with my Switch, and I'm happy with my fucking X-Files box set. You know what I mean? I ain't a YouTuber, dude. I just sit and chill and talk to Strider at the weekends, bud. Like, I don't YouTube, man. I don't YouTube at all. I just like to sit and talk games. So.
Yeah, Naughty Dog is good.
Well, Naughty Dog do what? Uncharted, Last of Us.
Yeah.
The original Crash Bandicoot, believe it or not.
Yep. There was a game that they had for the Sega Genesis back in the day, and their whole logo, it was like some girl in like a bikini, and it flashes by her, and then there's like a dog there. And
it wasn't even a girl. It was like a raccoon person, wasn't it?
No. It was like an actual woman, and there was one game, I can't remember what it was, but you could do a code, and she's topless, as she flashes by.
Is that not the original Tomb Raiders? I know the original Tomb Raiders in PS1 had cheat codes that would do that.
No.
Lara Croft in the fucking shower in her mansion.
No. It was Naughty Dog that did that.
I don't know if I've heard of that.
Yeah, it was.
That's a new one to me.
Yeah.
I have to look into it.
Uh-oh, my ride is here.
Welcome to America! I looked out the window and saw something wrong.
My ride's here! Non-chronological, you mean like like that, not like really real, like they're What the hell is going on out here?
It sounds like some cunt got really, really pissed and took a really bad shit and your drains are blocked.
Yeah, maybe. It's like really crazy. There's like a whole bunch of cop cars and everything like blowing by and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on.
Life, my dude, life.
Oh yeah, the order, you mean, like of the games and stuff like that. They're not always like A to Z and stuff. I get that. Yeah. Well, I don't know why they do that. It's kind of odd. It really is odd. Oh, you found the thing.
Yeah, it was there, man. So I gotta be honest with you. I was sitting blether and I forgot we were fucking playing this game. I just looked at the screen and I was like, oh shit, I'm standing still, I better fucking move.
Yeah, yeah. That's hilarious. I was like, what the hell is he doing? He's just chilling there. He's having a good time.
Well,
that's what happens. Yeah, you know, like this is what happens every week. We always do this. And there's nothing bad about it. It's a lot of fun.
There you go, boom. That should fucking take care of the majority of them for you. You just need to go your way down the stairs again.
Yeah, EA, you know, they've dropped in quality. I gotta admit though, if you ever played that Star Wars, that Fallen Order, that Jedi Fallen Order game,
that's a fucking fantastic game. Like I never got into it like properly, but I did finish it, and fuck me, what a good Star Wars game.
That game is amazing.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't want another Jedi Fallen Order. I want fucking Knights of the Old Republic 3. I mean, where is that shit? Like,
I don't know.
Why is BioWare not making it? Well, obviously, fucking the other company can't make it, Obsidian, because they're now owned by Microsoft, which means they can't use the EA license at all. So, you need to come across the store open for me, but I can't get out for
Yep, I'll get to it.
You know, fucking soldier ball.
I'm cornered by a bunch of these bastards over here.
Just been fucking standing there for an hour and it's like, shit, I need to move.
Right? I forgot how to play the game. There we go. They're making a Harry Potter game.
Yeah, I mean, here, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm quite excited for this new Harry Potter game. I remember playing the original Chamber of Secrets and shit like that on the original Xbox. Like, and I remember how fucking good they were.
I'd love to see what they do with that. But really, you don't want like another a Jedi Fallen Order game?
I kind of do. Like, I liked Cal Kestos. I thought he was a great character, and the fact that he was ginger just made me feel like I was playing as an Atlantean. Like, I loved that shit. But I gotta be honest with you, man. I want to see a Knights of the Old Republic 3, and I don't want to see it. I want to see it done by BioWare, man. I want to see BioWare grab their fucking balls and just go, we can fucking do this. Right? We did Mass Effect. You know, okay, we messed up the end. Like, how easy? You know, it can't be easy to fucking make an ending up for a game that is so fucking rich in story and lore, right? I want to see them go back to glory days, man. I want to see BioWare release a Knights of the Old Republic game. Like, not the online game that they do.
Right.
Because we all know they do Star Wars Online. That's a BioWare game. But I want to see a Knights of the Old Republic 3, man. I really do.
That would be kind of sick, honestly.
Let's go spawn this fucking chainsaw guy. But I want to see it. Ooh, hiccups. Hiccups to hell high. I want to see... I really do. I want to see a Knights of the Old Republic 3, man. And I want to see it. I don't want a half-assed fucking Knights of the Old Republic 3. I want a proper Knights of the Old Republic 3. EA owns the Star Wars license. EA owns BioWare. Why the fuck have you not given that to them yet? Are you stupid?
I don't know. That's like crazy. Like they really do need to do something.
Down your scope, I'll hit him with the explosive barrel, run down towards you. I'm not gonna fucking shot.
You don't want to see that remastered?
Much appreciated.
Oh, that lollipop chainsaw?
I've got no ammo for this one. Anything to do with Pokemon. Anything to do with Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, no Pokemon games.
No, I'm not even saying Pokemon, I'm saying Pokemon. Jesus,
Oh.
screamer. Look, I don't care what the remaster is. Look, yeah, she don't need to be remastered. That's all I'm saying. A PlayStation game that does not need to be remastered. Easy, God of War. It's gonna look good next gen, remastered or not. God of War. God of War is gonna look good remastered or not.
It definitely will. It definitely will. I
it's-
mean, God of
it's
War
one
right
of those
now,
games.
it's
It came out at the
amazing.
right time. It came out at the right time. It's got the proper graphics set. It's only a couple of years old. I mean, if they're going to remaster that, I mean, what could they realistically add to it other than ray tracing?
I don't know.
Right,
I don't want to see it remastered. I like the old cartoony. You know, they did enough with the current God of War. You know.
Well, I'll tell you now, I ain't got no ammo to go into this next scenario with you, so I'm backing the fuck out.
All right.
What we'll do is we'll need to have a couple of nights during the week, see where we can actually play the fucking game.
There you go.
It's not even called Gods and Monsters anymore, and apparently they changed its name because Monster Energy Drink thought it was going to confuse people.
Really?
Yeah, did you not hear about that? Gods and Monsters changed their name, mate, because Monster Energy Drink came out and says we asked them to change the name of it because Gods and Monsters would interfere with our Monster Energy Drink.
I don't see how. That's kind of wild.
I shit you not, mate. Look it up. I will even link you the video, mate. It's
That
a
is
fucking
crazy.
joke, mate. But the name for Gods and Monsters was changed because the promotion is with Monster Energy Drink, and they thought that would confuse the 2020 gamer.
That is really crazy.
No, but Gods and Monsters, they didn't change anything. They just took Assassin's Creed Odyssey, animated it, and made it look good.
That's hilarious.
And fixed the story.
Oh my god.
I know you're an Assassin's Creed channel, man, and I cringe when I do for you, man. I cringe when I criticize Assassin's Creed, because I know you're an Assassin's Creed channel. But, I mean, you, like, it is what it is.
Yeah. No, there are certain things that, like, I'm really not a big fan of and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know?
No, I get it, man. I get it.
What's happening, Ronan? Yeah, it's just, it's crazy stuff like that, man. It's like, really, it's just nuts. Completely psycho. Like, I'm confused at sometimes, like, what they're trying to do and stuff like that.
Join the one. Right. They made a chocobo, but Final Fantasy made an entire event.
Yeah, that was wild.
Like, let's just be real. Assassin's Creed Origins.
That's what I said.
Did a fucking dude falling from the sky? You looked at it, thought it was way cool, got a sword, a shield, and a chocobo, and then Final Fantasy's like, "Welcome to Assassin's Creed month."
Yeah, they did a whole, and it was funny. Like they got the outfit and everything.
Yep, you could bounce off buildings and
like, that was wild.
Shit in Assassin's Creed, and what the best Ubisoft could do was here's a fucking chocobo, a sword, a shield, and have fun.
That's it.
After a 4-minute mission, literally a 4-minute mission. Once you solve that puzzle out in the sand dunes. The dude falls from the sky, lands, flies into the sky, disappears, you get some armor, and it's all done. In fucking Final Fantasy sitting there going, we've got 7 days of activities for you boys.
Exactly, that was great. Dude, that was so aggravating.
Like, talk about getting ripped off by Ubisoft. Just another way Ubisoft fucked over the fan base. Because the fan base fully expected a solid Final Fantasy event at that point.
Yeah, Ronan points out, he says the chocobo was just a weak skinned camel. Like, that was it.
Mate, I didn't even use it. I don't even think I used the shield, and I don't even think I used that big fucking thing you call a sword, because it took up my whole screen. Right, and you got to run a fucking unicorn in Origins.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if you want to just take the piss, the unicorn in Origins is the same unicorn that's in Odyssey.
Yeah.
As long as with also the flaming horse. The flaming horse that you get for beating the mercenaries in Odyssey is the same fucking flaming horse you get for beating the fucking mercenaries in Odyssey.
Yep.
Like, what? Like, you're praising games that are doing no innovation, and this bugs me, man. This bugs me. It bugs me. It bugs me. It bugs me. Listen, if you want to get into Assassin's Creed Origins and Odysseys, I'll finish this statement very quickly. Bayek rules. Cassandra's hot. Alexios is a fucking tit.
Yeah.
Right? Just putting it right out there. What they did with Odyssey was a fucking joke. All the way through their main game, through their explanation of the apples being the Cyclops and being the Sphinx that doesn't actually do anything. The Sphinx that just sits there talking riddles to you, but it predates the Egyptian Sphinx for some reason. Like, Origins made no like, Origins made lots of sense. Odyssey made no sense whatsoever.
It really didn't.
And I will argue this point as a Creed fan. I will argue this point to your grave. So choose your battles wisely. This is what I'm trying to say. Oh, you can offend me all you want. I'll still not take it personally. Like who? Yeah, look, without being rude and disrespectful to you, you do realise Shrek's fucking Scottish, yeah? You understand that Michael Myers, that plays Shrek, is Scottish, yeah? He has a Scottish accent. Right. Have you ever watched Wayne's World? Go away and come back in 7 years, my brother. That's all I'm going to say to you. Go away and come back in 7 years. Mike Myers, who voices Shrek, is fantastic at the Scottish accent. He did a movie called Wayne's World back in the day. Brilliant films. I believe there's 2 of them. Possibly there was meant to be a third one, never happened.
Right.
But Mike Myers plays Shrek. He voices Shrek. Cameron Diaz voices Princess Fiona. They nail the Scottish accent. Shrek is based on Scottish folklore.
Austin Powers was pretty good too.
No, here, listen. Listen. Do you like my sexy body? Do you like my sexy body? Do you want to play with my big fat nipples? Ooh. Do you like my sexy body?
That's
listen,
so funny.
Look, I'm Scottish, man. What do you want me to do? I can do the fucking voice. Like, do you like my sexy body? I like to take it in my bumhole, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, welcome to fucking Mike Myers, man.
Mike Myers was great.
Listen, I'm not gonna take disrespect from that. Mike Myers is the greatest thing that happened in Scotland. He showed them just how fucking retarded we really are.
Captain Deshant here. We secured the underground route to the coordinates.
Hey, this cunt's fucking laughing his tits off now.
He is, he's dying.
Stop. What's wrong with you? You like my sexy body, but I show you my sexy body and I'm 16 stone with a set of tits bigger than your ma's head.
Alright, Ronan, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by.
Should have seen it coming. It didn't take long after the fall of the Umbrella Corporation for their bioweapons to end up in the hands of terrorists. A new era of bioterrorism descended upon vulnerable countries, shifting the balance of power throughout the region.
Cat in the hat, man. Cat in the hat, yeah.
People in the destabilized areas soon feared another incident like Raccoon City was inevitable. As panic spread, governments of the world turned to the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, which formed the anti-terrorism unit BSAA. Operatives of the BSAA were sent to infiltrate and neutralize bioterrorist hotspots, restoring safety and stability to various regions around the globe.
Yeah, that's some great stuff.
That is, it was always good.
Welcome to Africa. My name is Sheva Alama.
Chris Redfield.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield. It's an honor.
Just Chris, thanks. So you'll be accompanying
With
me
Jim
to the
Carrey.
destination?
Yes. Tensions are running high ever since the change in government.
You still didn't answer.
Intel says it's a
Like,
haven for
you still didn't
terrorists
answer
now.
my question.
And I'm
You
not
like
going to
my
be having
sexy
sin
body?
TSA owner.
I'm gonna eat
That's
a
why I'm
fucking baby.
with the McGee's.
I'm sure you'll do just fine. Partner.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's
sorry.
well, Mike
Nothing.
Myers. Like Michael Myers is like fucking Chainsaw Massacre shit, but it's how he's pronounced over here.
Casualties continue to mount over the long years I've struggled. More and more, I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for. Maybe one day, I'll find out.
Hey, hey! Huyo ingenti. Alafanya nini hapa?
You don't have to get touchy. Let's go.
There is one thing I do know.
It's called what?
What?
I have a job to do, and I'm gonna see it through.
That sounds like you're saying Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. Dude.
The Council.
I haven't played it. I know a few people who have. They've said it's quite good, but I've never personally played it.
No, I've never played it. I never even heard of it, honestly.
Yeah, it's an episodic story, if I remember rightly.
This is Kirk. Chris, Sheva, can you read?
Fairly good. Fairly good. No,
Chris here.
I have heard of that one, but I have to say it's Strider. I have to say it's Strider. Strider, bud. Your podcast has now been going for 4 hours, dude. And I was only absent. I was only absent for 35 fucking minutes.
This is true. And what I was going to do actually was I was going to end it because, you know, I'm out of time. I actually have a couple of things that I've got to do right now.
I know you do, bud. I know you do. You've got videos to make and shit to perform, man.
I do. I gotta, you know, juggle the you know, the balls and do all the stuff, you know, like.
what you do though is I'm gonna do the same thing though. I'm gonna throw this by a friend request because I like his arguments.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It's not that I like you personally. I think you're an idiot, but I like your arguments. Right? I'm going to be real with you. Your Assassin's Creed arguments are shit. But I like you as a person, so I'm going to add you as a friend.
You're pretty good. Yep. All right, so we're gonna end it here.
I am gonna do that. Because your arguments are great. They make great conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna end it here, though. We'll pick it up next Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern. You know, to everybody watching, thank you for watching, everybody. You know, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and until the next one, everyone take care.